Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We have your daily reading here for Monday, October the 27th of 2025. We are very much in the swing of Scorpio season. We've got Halloween coming up, always kind of fun and spooky for the kidlets. And of course, depending on your practices, we also have Samhain coming up. Samhain, however you want to pronounce that. That's coming up here this week as well. Coincides with Halloween. So as we know, this time of year, the veil gets a little bit thinner and it's easier to connect with the other side. Easier to connect with our angels, spirits, guides, past loved ones, or whatever spiritual deity that you are wanting to connect with. So set some intentions, pay attention to your dreams. I had a wild and wacky one last night, really weird. But anyways, your dreams tend to mean something. You might not always figure it out right away, but if you haven't started a dream journal yet, this could be a good time for you to do that. So, but certainly pay attention to those things that you may normally dismiss as a coincidence, because you could be receiving some sort of very important message guiding you and protecting you, or maybe even inspiring you along your journey. And if you do want to see some spirit readings, do check out the playlist. I've got them in the description box down below. Check out the timeless readings, and the most recent spirit readings are there for you guys, as well as your November money and career readings are also done. So check those out below as well. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Three of Cups. So this can be a really good energy. There might be some surprising or unexpected good news coming your way today. The Three of Cups is quite often a cause for celebration on some level. And with it being at the back of the deck, it could be something that you weren't expecting today, or it could be something that's coming in the next day or two. It is also the energy of having supportive people around you. Supportive, collaborative, we're having fun and we're enjoying ourselves. You may get invited to some sort of gathering, maybe later in the week for Halloween or costume party or something, but it's very high vibe energy with that Three of Cups. We also have here the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords can be a little bit of a tricky energy. Let's pull out the rest. We've got the Ace of Swords here as well, so that's good. And we have the Ten of Swords here. A lot of thinking going on today. All right. A lot of positive communication is needed today. What the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords tells me here is that there could be something here that may not be in your favor, may not be in your best interest. It could be a person, it could be a situation, it could just be the thoughts within you. All right, and as I do this reading, we have already entered, yes, folks, we do have our final Mercury retrograde coming in on November, I think it's 9th, but we're in the shadow period already. Communication meltdowns, technology issues, all that kind of stuff. But also because it's Scorpio season, especially, Scorpio does tend to, it can be really beautiful energy. It can be very creative. It can be very intuitive, very inspiring. But it is emotional as well. It can be very intense. Okay, and sometimes those negative thoughts can creep in, right? We've got dark side of every sign, every season. So this can be like some kind of dark or negative thoughts creeping in to you. So with the Ace of Swords coming here, it's showing you there's a better way. Okay, the Ace of Swords dispels negativity, helps you see things clearly, maybe even helps you to focus, right? Very focused energy, focus on a different train of thought or a different solution, a different path. The Ace of Swords is very much a yes card. Right? It's one where we break away from things that are holding us back. It's where we embrace new ideas. We find new ways to communicate, but we get a big aha moment, an epiphany moment, but it also is about your intuition. So with the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords here, may be that you might have some negative thoughts creeping in today. The Seven of Swords, we try and stay positive, but we're always kind of looking over our shoulder, or we're kind of going back and forth, and can bring in a level of uncertainty because we don't trust something. We don't trust ourselves. We don't trust someone else. We don't trust circumstances around us. And so we're kind of in this, little bit of a vortex, right? We're trying to stay positive, but we're just always pulled back, right? The Ten of Swords, we need to stop that. And the Ten of Swords can represent an ending, can represent a difficult ending. And it can just be that challenge in our head, right? It's difficult sometimes to leave a conversation or to turn a thought process around, right? The Ten of Swords, it's always dark. It's just before the dawn. Tens are endings. They lead way into this new beginning with that Ace of Swords. So whatever you've got going on around you, all right, trust yourself, okay? Because that Seven of Swords may be that sense of mistrust, betrayal. You might feel that someone might not be playing nice in the sandbox, right? And, our fears come up at this time of year, all right? So make sure you are seeing things clearly with that Ace of Swords. Don't jump to conclusions, okay? But you could potentially be discovering some truth today, truth-seeking Ace of Swords. So you might get some new information, or you might discover the truth about something. And yeah, I hate to say, but for some of you here, someone's not acting in your best interest with that Seven of Swords. Sometimes we're our own worst enemy, of course, right? But somebody around you may not be. They're not doing you any favors. And so this Ten of Swords, there could be some breakups and shakeups. It could be friends. It could be you turning your back on someone in your workplace. It's like, I need to deal with you in a different way, right? Especially if someone steals. Seven of Swords, sometimes we can steal things. Seven of Swords, maybe they steal your ideas. They take credit for your work, that kind of thing, right? And so that Ten of Swords, we need to stop interacting with them, stop sharing information with them. Sometimes we need to put people on an information diet, right? They don't need to know everything you're doing or working on. Sometimes we need to hold our ideas and our work close to our chest, right? It's hard to do sometimes, especially if you are a communicative person, or if you're in a position somewhere where you do need to kind of share projects or ideas and things like that. Just try and cover your butt, okay, in that energy there. But you could have, with that Three of Cups, some supportive people around you that can help you to navigate that some situation, or can they can be like a sounding board for you. And so sometimes we just have that little dose of negativity or mistrust somewhere creeping into our day. So always a little bit challenging when our thoughts and communication come into the mix, right? But fear not with that Ace of Swords right in the middle there, okay? So let's get some inspiration here. We've got harmony. And this is a magical spell card for you, okay? So harmony, very nice, especially if we've got some nefarious kind of thoughts or people. As I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. All right, there's an affirmation for you to bring in some harmony. And considering this time of year, I've got this little magical spell deck here. I've had it for a long time. It came in a subscription box, and I've never actually used it. Sometimes I kind of wait for some inspiration before using a particular deck. But anyway, this is a random spell for you. Okay, you don't have to be like practicing witchcraft or anything like that for a spell. Okay, a spell is essentially an intention, okay, and something that you can create. So let's see what we've got out here for you today. And we've got, it's kind of hard to see. That's part of why I haven't used them. Soulmate box, okay, and let's just see what this says. Write the characteristics you imagine your dream person to have in tiny slips of paper and place in the inside of a small box together with a piece of something from yourself. This will attract your ideal love to you. So there you go. So as you put those items or those pieces of paper in your little magical spell box there, set those intentions to attract a soulmate. A soulmate can be a friend, can be business partner, right? It can be even something like soulmate energy typically is people, but it can also be matching up with the perfect circumstances there as well sometimes. So whatever you want to attract to you that is in alignment with your soul, then there you go. Put that in that box. I'll leave that all there for you guys. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful, magical day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.